Hello students, myself Rakesh Yadav representing Sandipani Higher Secondary School Rajoda, and I am here teaching you mathematics. Our topic of 11th class, transformation of trigonometric function. Let me explain you this particular concept. What is transformation? Transformation means from one particular trigonometric ratio to another trigonometric ratio we have to convert any trigonometric function. Suppose I am taking that particular example related to sin a plus b plus sin a minus b is equal to 2 sin a cos b. Means we can say that here the trigonometric functions are in the form of sine and sine, and here it is mentioned with the positive operation. If we want to transform it in this particular part in a form of product, so we have to just apply some trigonometric formula. Let us take this LHS, sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Here the total operation is mentioned in the form of addition. So from addition we have to convert it into product form. So it will be sin a plus b will be sin a cos b plus cos a sin b. It is the formula of sin a plus b which I have mentioned here. Now plus, here it is sin a minus b, so it will be sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. So this cos a sin b will be cancelled here. So it will be equal to 2 sin a cos b, which is in the form of product of two trigonometric ratios sin A and cos B. Here it is in form of trigonometric ratio sin and sin only, and here we have mentioned it in the product form. So this is called transformation. It is our RHS part which we have proved just. Now let me tell you one thing. Suppose it is having negative sign, then it will be transformed in any another form. Suppose we are taking minus here, then here it will be minus. So this will become negative sign and this will become positive. So sin a cos b will be cancelled. In that particular case, it will be 2 cos a sin b. So this is for sin function which is transformed in sin cos function in form of product, and here it is in form of summation. Now if we want to take cos a plus b plus, here we have taken this a minus b afterwards and a plus b in front. Suppose I am taking here a minus b in starting, and suppose I am explaining this for minus sign. So cos a plus b. Suppose I am writing it in this manner, then it will be changed in the form of 2 sin a sin b. Means here the difference of cos function with another cos function, it is in the form of a minus b, it is in the form of a plus b. Here minus sign is assigned. So here it is difference, but here it is in the product form of two trigonometric ratios. So let us take LHS of this part, cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. So it will be equal to the formula for cos a minus b. Why I have taken cos a minus b in front? The reason is this, because in cos a minus b both are positive, cos a cos b and sin a sin b, in a minus b formula, but in a plus b formula sin a sin b will be negative. So that's why I have assigned it in starting or as a starting term. So cos A minus B is equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B, and here it is minus sign, of course. Cos A plus B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So it will be equal to cos A cos B plus sin A sin B minus cos A cos B plus sin A sin B. So this cos A cos B will be cancelled here, and here it is equal to 2 sin A sin B. In case if we are writing cos A plus B here and cos A minus B there, then this part will be negative, because if we want to take minus sign common from here, then it will be cos A plus B will be positive and cos A minus B will be negative. So here that minus sign will be shifted. So cos A plus B minus cos A minus B is equal to minus 2 sin A sin B. This you have to remember always. Now if it is having positive sign, in that case what will happen? Here it will be positive. So this sin A sin B term will be cancelled because this is positive. So sin A sin B will be cancelled, and cos A cos B plus cos A cos B will be 2 cos A cos B. So for difference another transformation is there, and for summation another type of transformation is there, and it is in the form of summation, it is in the form of product. This is known as this type of converting a trigonometric ratio in any another form in the from summation to product form or from product to summation form. This is called only transformation. And in case of cos C plus cos D also we can assign it in that manner only. Again I am explaining by the help of formula only how to transform this into this or this into this. So we can take here RHS. Suppose I am taking RHS here, then it will be equal to 2 cos C plus D by 2 cos C minus D by 2. We may take it as a 2 cos A cos B. So what is the formula for 2 cos A cos B? That I have told you already. 2 cos A cos B is equal to cos A plus B plus cos A minus B. So in place of A we are having C plus D by 2, and in place of B we are having C minus D by 2. So in place of A and B we have to assign this value. It is the formula part. Where A is equal to C plus D by 2 and B is equal to C minus D by 2. So it will be equal to, it is 2 cos A cos B. So now I am replacing this A and B by these values. So it will be equal to cos C plus D by 2 plus C minus D by 2 plus cos A minus B means cos C plus D by 2 minus C minus D by 2. Let me write it in this manner, because maybe possible this negative sign will make the difference there for solving the question. Now 2 will be the LCM here. So cos, it will be equal to C plus D plus C minus D by 2. So this D is cancelled. Plus cos C plus D minus C plus D by 2. So here it is, C is cancelled. So now we may write it as cos C plus C is 2C, 2C by 2 plus cos D plus D is 2D, 2D by 2. So this 2 is cancelled here. So it will be equal to cos C plus cos D, which is equal to RHS. So in this manner I have explained you that in product form, if it is written, how to change it in the sum form, and in previous part it was in summation form, we have transformed it into product form. This way we can understand the transformation formula. Now we can take question from exercise 3.3. It is question number 6 of your 3.3 exercise in NCERT, which is related to transformation formula only. Here it is mentioned cos, we have to prove that cos pi by 4 minus x, cos pi by 4 minus y in another bracket, minus sin pi by 4 minus x in one bracket, sin pi by 4 minus y in another bracket is equal to sin x plus y. So now let us take LHS of this question. It is cos pi by 4 minus x, cos pi by 4 minus y, minus sin pi by 4 minus x, sin pi by 4 minus y. So we can see it in a very proper manner by that formula only, that it is cos A cos B minus sin A sin B, just like that. So cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B is equal to cos A plus B. This is the applied formula, where let pi by 4 minus x is equal to A and pi by 4 minus y is equal to B. So this will be equal to cos A cos B minus sin A sin B means cos A plus B. So we may write cos A plus B form in place of, because it is written there in LHS. So in place of A, our value is pi by 4 minus x. In RHS of this formula, we have to mention these values of A and B, because LHS is already given there, cos A cos B minus sin A sin B. So cos A plus B means pi by 4 minus x plus pi by 4 minus y. These are the values of A and B in our RHS of formula. So it will be equal to cos pi by 4 plus pi by 4 minus sin, if we want to take common, then it will be x plus y and bracket closed. So pi by 4 and pi by 4 will be equal to 2 pi by 4. So 2 pi by 4 minus x plus y. So it will be 2 2s are 4. So now we may write it that it is equal to cos 90 minus x plus y. Now again formula, cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. This formula will be applicable. So it will be equal to sin x plus y you can see that this is only our RHS. So we may write here that it is hence proved. Now this type of question is over. Again I am explaining question of NCERT exercise 3.3 question number 7. Prove that tan pi by 4 plus x upon tan pi by 4 minus x is equal to 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x whole square. So let us take LHS. This we have to prove. So LHS is tan pi by 4 plus x upon tan pi by 4 minus x. We may apply here tan A plus B formula. So tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A tan B. If we make division sign, then it will be appropriate because this step will become very big. So let us assign in the manner of division symbol. Here formula is tan A minus B. So tan pi by 4 minus tan x upon 1 plus tan pi by 4 tan x. Two formulae related to tan. So tan A plus B, here I am mentioning those formulae, is equal to tan A plus tan B upon 1 minus tan A tan B and tan A minus B is equal to tan A minus tan B upon 1 plus tan A tan B. These are the applied formulae. This is in numerator and this is in denominator. In place of A, pi by 4 is there, and in place of B, x is there. Now tan pi by 4 value, tan 45 degree is 1. So 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x divided by 1 minus tan x upon 1 plus tan x. So it will be equal to 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x, and if we are changing it in multiplication sign, then numerator will become denominator and denominator will become numerator. So it will be 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x. So now we may write it a into a, that is a square. So it will be 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x whole square. Why we have taken it a into a? Because these both values are same. So 1 plus tan x upon 1 minus tan x whole square, which is equal to our RHS. So we may write now hence proved. So in this way we can prove any type of question by applying formula in an appropriate manner. Related to exercise 3.3 of NCERT, question number 8, prove that cos pi plus x into cos minus x upon sin pi minus x into cos pi by 2 plus x is equal to cot square x. This we have to prove. So let us take LHS. Cos pi plus x, cos minus x upon sin pi minus x, cos pi by 2 plus x is equal to, we can say that cos 180 plus theta. Let me explain you this. All students take coffee. So here all trigonometric ratios are positive. It is first quadrant. It is 360 plus also or 90 minus also. This is 90 degree. This is 90 plus and this is 180 minus. It is 180 plus. And this is 270 minus and this is 270 plus. So by this cos 180 plus theta, here it is 0 degree, here it is 90 degree, here it is 180 degree, here it is 270 degree and here it is 360 degree. So cos 180 plus theta, cos 180 plus means this quadrant, 180 minus means this, 180 plus means this. So here tan and cot are positive, remaining are negative. So cos 180 plus theta is equal to minus cos theta, and cos minus theta is equal to cos theta only. This is only the particular ratio which is having, if negative sign in angle, then it will be positive only, because cos minus theta is cos theta and sec minus theta is also sec theta. Remaining sin, tan and cot and cosec, if they are having negative sign in their angle, then it will be negative only. But in case of cos and sec, it is positive only. Cos minus theta is positive cos theta. Here this minus is for this formula, cos 180 plus theta, because here it is T for tan. All students take coffee. So T for tan, and tan and cot, reciprocal of tan is cot. So only tan and cot are positive, remaining are negative. So cos 180 plus theta, because it is cos, it is not tan or cot, that's why it is minus cos theta. Sin 180 minus theta means this quadrant, sin 180 minus theta. All students, as for sin, and reciprocal of sin is cosec. So sin and cosec are positive in this quadrant. So sin 180 minus theta is sin theta only. So sin x, sin 180 minus theta is sin theta, and cos 90 plus theta, this is 90 plus. So cos 90 plus theta. In case of 90 and 270, cos will be changed into sin, sin will be changed into cos, tan will be changed into cot, cot will be changed into tan, sec will be changed into cosec, and cosec will be changed into sec. So here cos 90 plus theta is minus sin theta. Why is it so? Because only sin and cosec are positive here. Here it is cos. So cos is not positive. So it will be minus sin x. Now this minus sign will be cancelled by this, because this is in the product form. So here cos x into cos x is cos square x, and in upon sin x into sin x is sin square x. We may assign here that cos 180 plus theta is cos theta, cos minus theta is also cos theta, but here it is cos 180 plus theta, here it is minus cos theta. So minus cos theta, cos minus theta is cos theta, and sin 180 minus theta is sin theta only, and cos 90 plus theta is equal to minus sin theta. These are the applied formulae. cos 180 plus theta minus cos theta, sin 180 minus theta sin theta, cos minus theta is cos theta, and cos 90 plus theta is minus sin theta. So cos square x upon sin square x, that is equal to cot square x, which is equal to our RHS part. So we may write here hence proof. Now this type of question is over.